Alrighty, we're here with Stanford big man Maxime Raynaud. So I guess got a first question for you. Just how has practice gone so far for you this fall? Yeah.
It's been going pretty well. We had our first scrimmage last weekend. I think the guys are playing hard. Really trying to create an identity around defense. Definitely toughness as well. So it's been going well so far. Yeah.
What have you been working on with the new coach, and what are some of the challenges that you've been facing so far?
Well, as a team, definitely just all our principles are kind of changing. The core is still the same. I still think rebounding, defending, taking care of the ball is the same thing for every team. For us, it's really our help defense is going to be a little bit different, and offensively playing with a little bit more freedom. Don't necessarily have as many plays as last year, but just play around the concepts. I think these are the two main things.
For you personally, what areas of your game have you most been focusing on looking to improve on for this season? Yeah.
Definitely facing up and getting a little mid-range going, either from the elbows but also from the short corner. That's the one thing, and still being good around the rim and from three. I think that was what I was doing well last year. So just trying to add the third level to my game. That would be sweet.
Reading up on Kyle Smith coming in, you hear all about nerd ball. How would you describe nerd ball?
It's just a really objective way of telling you how you did. That's what I really like about this staff. I mean, we had a film session on Monday morning together with a stat session, if we could tell. It's just amazing because it puts all the emotions aside. There's no hard feelings or just we're trying to feel better about this or that. No, it's just this worked, this did not work. And because we take so many stats over so many practices, at some point it's just flattens out and you know exactly what you're doing well, who is playing well, who is not. And I think it's a very objective way to look at our practices and our results. So me personally, being a big STEM guy, I really like it.
What's the biggest difference you've kind of noticed from Jared Haas to Coach Smith? Just what are some big differences that you've kind of observed so far?
Well, I mean, obviously, because the new staff and the whole Stanford organization makes it pretty hard for newcomers to settle in and everything. I could definitely tell that it takes some time to just getting used to the athletic facility rules, all the athletic department requirements, also the academics requirements. So that was definitely new for them. But I think there are more similarities. They really care about us. They really care about winning, and that's what really matters at the end of the day.
What goals are you hoping to achieve personally this season?
Me personally, I'm trying to be the best leader I can for this team. I mean, it's been 4 years I've been here. I came in, I was probably the youngest by 2 or 3 years in our team, and now I'm probably one of the oldest. So just try to lead these guys, bring as much energy as possible every practice, and then the rest will take care of itself. I mean, I know this is the time of the season where people talk a lot about preseason accolades and all that kind of stuff. I don't really give a shit. I just want our team to be good.
Yeah, to talk about your experience playing with Team France over the summer, just kind of how playing against those guys, going against guys practicing against guys like Gobert, Wembanyama, these guys, how much does that kind of help you grow your game?
Well, a lot. I mean, they're professionals. They don't miss. They don't turn the ball over. They play extremely hard, and their work ethic is off the charts. So I think these are things that elevates your standard naturally. And coming back here, obviously you cannot have the same expectation for a freshman that just got into college as a fucking 10-year veteran, NBA veteran. So I really just try to elevate whatever I can control. So that's my work ethics, my intensity at practice, and just the way I talk to my teammate. I think those are the three main things. But objectively, yeah, it got me way better. I mean, you play against the best defensive players in the world. You have to get better at some point.
Transferring into the ACC, is there a team that you've been watching and you're oh, I'd like to see how I fare against this team?
Well, I think, coming from France, we don't necessarily watch college basketball as much, but you definitely have big names always coming back, UNC, Duke, all this kind of thing. Duke especially just because of Jalen. I think that's the main thing. And yeah, I'm just excited to play there. I think every team is going to be a challenge. That's a good thing. Probably the best basketball conference in the nation. I would love to play NC State as well because we have Michael O'Connell that transferred there after graduating. These are the ones I'm looking for, and Virginia too, because one of our head manager last year is from Virginia, so we're going to try to win someday.
Yeah, just kind of for you, any of the a lot of new faces on the team, just kind of who's maybe kind of stood out to you among the new guys that have come in, yeah?
Well, honestly, all the transfer are pretty good. Jose Acelo's right there, it's pretty good, has a burner, can definitely make shots. Chiz from Harvard. I mean, he can score, but what impressed me the most with him is like his ability to pass like off the dribble. And then just JB is like a dog on defense. I think these are like the three main things. But also like off the court, like Cole's been like a great leader. I think like even though he's transferring from lacrosse, like he's still like a national champion, knows how to work hard. Like just by his work ethic and his personality, he elevates our team. So I'm really appreciative for all four of them.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Maxime.
Sweet.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much.